Hello, Libra. Maybe I can finally get your reading right. This is like the 4th time I've tried to start it. I keep saying Sagittarius, but that's only because Jupiter's going into Sagittarius, I would think. But anyways, here, welcome to your November reading. As always, we're going to start the reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, followed up by the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. One card from there, as we do every month. If you are a Patreon subscriber, we're also going to pull a bonus card from the Leon Peters Speed of Light Oracle cards, which is an awesome deck. I recommend you check it out. I want to also mention real quickly that I will be open for the year ahead readings. And the year ahead readings are always very popular. It's a personal reading for you for the year ahead. It'll only be available through November and December, and then not again until next year. So it starts with a tiny bit of astrology, nothing too complex. And then it's a psychic tarot reading. The 4 quarters of the year broken down for you, and then additionally an animal totem card. Again, it's always real popular, so if you'd like to get it, just let you know that it will be available. If you're watching this on the regular, should I just put all these? I think so. If you're watching this on the regular YouTube channel, it should be available at the time of this airing. If you're watching this early as a Patreon subscriber, it might not be available for another couple weeks yet. But it will be available by the time they go live for the general public. If I didn't mention, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you also get the readings early and ad-free. But anyways, on to your November. I keep wanting to say October. Okay, this is for Libra for October. Darn it, November 2018. I'm not starting the tape over again. I've already thrown the cards this time. Okay, so the very first card out up here, I'm just putting my hair in a ponytail, is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a person, not necessarily male or female. It could be anybody. Water sign, perhaps. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Now we are going to be in Scorpio time for most of the sun will be in Scorpio for most of the month until the 23rd. Yeah, till the 23rd. So, you know, it's just saying during this time frame some things are happening. You know, when we have the sun and the moon, a lot of times that's the new or full moon. Now we're having the new moon in Scorpio on the 7th, and that's such a powerful day. I think I'm going to do another video, maybe, about all the astrology that's going on, because everything is changing and shifting. The Jupiter moves into Sagittarius the next day, and the nodes are changing signs, so all this crazy concentrated energy is all happening around that time. And it's around the 7th, it starts on the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we have a couple of 7s here as well. Everybody will be affected by it, not only just you. But when the sun and moon do show in the reading, I always do mention it, that there also is going to be a full moon in Gemini, and that's going to be on the, is that on the 23rd? Yeah, it looks like it's on the 23rd. That's the full moon is, I guess it's the 23rd. Oh boy, I'm going to have to double check that, because I have the sun moves into Gemini, and I also have, well yeah, the 22nd, 23rd, okay, the 22nd the sun moves into Gemini. Both of these could vary. It could be the 22nd or 23rd depending on where you are in the world, but right around this time, see it's on both pages. And this is an ephemeris if you're wondering. See that it's on this page and then it's on this page as well, so depends where you're at. So right around that time. Something that you've been upset and worried about here, and it feels like this is also a person who shows up and brings you some kind of a message, and instead of you go from here feeling really worried and stressed into here of feeling really empowered and ready to roll and just, you know, completely charged up and, you know, full of life and energy. So things are taking a big change. It's changing for everybody. There's so much astrological stuff that's changing. So, but from yours, your perspective looks awesome. You know, you're going from sad to empowered and strong. So, and this is also kind of like helpless to strong. So very stark contrast and also wonderful. So you're going to feel like you can conquer the world, you can do anything, you're ready, just ready for anything. your energy has been a little low. It's been a little drained. You may have been in like a healing time, a time out, a time of rest and rejuvenation. And you're assessing the situation. I want you to take a look at this guy's face. Because when I do this, when he comes up in the reading, his face looks different to me every time. So I want you to look at it. What does his face look like to you? Because whatever his face looks like to you could be a message just for you. Sometimes he looks angry, sometimes he looks frustrated, sometimes he looks exhausted. To me, he looks like this time, but go with what you're feeling. But to me, just for this general reading, it looks to me like he is, he's just assessing the situation. It's like, okay, I'm ready, I'm ready, I feel better now. I've come out of my healing time here, and I'm feeling better, I'm feeling empowered. And I'm making a plan. Okay, this is what I have. Here's what I have. This is what I have to work with. Here's what I'm going to do. The Chariot's in reverse here too. That can be a little bit of a difficulty. That's kind of like a Mercury retrograde. And I think there actually is a Mercury retrograde in November. Oops. Yeah, so maybe I need to look at that, since I don't always look at that up or make a big deal about the Mercury retrograde. Yeah, Mercury starts retrograde at the 17th. And doesn't go direct till the 7th of December. So you want to get it done earlier in the month. You know, make your plans, do your action before we get to Mercury retrograde. You know, you have the Moon and the High Priestess right here next to each other. And the Moon and the High Priestess are both very psychic, spiritual, intuitive cards. Pay attention to your dreams. Play those hunches. Follow those gut hunches and those synchronistic things, because that's going to be really right on for you. You're going to be led by that. You're going to be you could be being, you may be, I don't know, why can't I say this? I can't spit it out. Fed information, write your dream journal. Do that dream journal, because you could absolutely be fed some information. Trying to think with Sagittarius, that's going to be in your 3rd house. Jupiter's going to move into your 3rd house then, especially if you're Libra rising. So that would mean that communication is highlighted, that it's going to expand your 3rd house, expand your communication. So communication could come in the usual forms that we think of, as emails, texts, phone calls, you know, letters. But we're always being communicated with through our intuition, through our dreams. Each and every one of us are. Maybe through even a reading, you know, for whoever. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our animal totem card for our Libras. Don't forget, we do have that year ahead reading available, as well as many other things. And the holiday season coming up, they all make great gifts. I've got that awesome astral art, the books, the decks. There's all sorts of things on my website, so please do check it out. You can see it below or from the eye in the sky. If you'd like to subscribe, there's a button right there to hit the subscribe button. I do not bombard you with a bunch of crap if you subscribe, I promise. Okay, what is the animal totem for Libra? The ant. So you're really going to be working hard when you get the ant as your animal totem. Working tirelessly for the good of all. Connecting with the community and knowing our place in it. You can move mountains and make miracles happen. Well, I can't help but think when I said mountains, and it was right over this. You know, this is sort of, it is a mountain. It could be viewed as a mountain. So you could knock out a lot of tasks. You could clear your desk of a lot of crap if you know, sometimes when we're sick and we're laying around, things, you know, slide, you know, if we're not feeling well. We just want to lay down and rest, and sometimes we need that. There's nothing, don't think of that as lazy, you know, if there's a old, the lazy Libra, that's a thing, you know. It's not being lazy. We need our time to recoup. And that's something that the Libra energy does too. You know, you go, and then you rest. And you have to find that, the balance of the scales, you know, in between. So you're going to be, it looks like in a go time, at least till the Mercury goes retrograde. Yeah, so this is it. This is the main reading. If you're a Patreon subscriber, I am going to pull one more bonus card. Again, every month it's different. And if you're a Patreon subscriber, you don't have to pay per video. You pay for one price and you can watch all 12, or at least your sun, rising, and moon. So right there you get 3 videos. You get these regular videos early with no Google ads, and you also get the extra bonus card for all 12 signs. So if you're interested in that, please do check it out. Okay, Libra, thank you so much for everything you do by purchasing all my decks, books. I have cool t-shirts that make great gifts. It's all on my website. This all goes into making me do the free readings every month, and I so appreciate all your support through Patreon, but also through purchasing my wares and liking, sharing, commenting, and everything like that. A lot of changes are coming up for everybody this month. It's going to be a real kind of rocky time of readjustment for everyone. So the Libra energy of the balance is really needed at this time. You need to come forward and be present in this time. So thank you all for your support. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of November, and I'll speak to you soon.